Well, even though I tell myself over and over and over again not to get sucked into these penny stocks and their stories, stick to ETFs, and more conservative stocks, I find myself once again getting allured and drawn in to these stories and the prices of these penny stocks. Today we're talking about VMOTO. It's an electric scooter company. I've actually been invested for probably the best part of a year now, but with its recent earnings reports coming out, very positive earnings reports, I find myself getting sucked in and loving the fact that it's up about 20 odd percent. And yeah, here we go on this merry-go-round again. So let's take a little bit of a deeper dive into why I bought VMOTO in the first place and why I'm still hopeful, even though I've lost a considerable amount of money on it. I'm still hopeful that it'll turn around significantly and make us some good money. VMOTO, almost where it all began with me for penny stocks. And I'm just once again getting sucked in. I know what's going to happen. Positive earnings, the prices go up, or a nice big announcement comes up, they're expanding or something, the price shoots up 20, 30%, and then it just rattles down 40%, and then something else happens and it's just a gradual loss long term is all that I've seen from these sort of stocks. But hey, we're up 20 odd percent since the earnings report a few days ago now, so we're looking good. Maybe it'll keep on going, who knows. Let's have a look at it. So they're in the electric vehicle space, VMOTO, an Australian company. Why I like the electric vehicle space and I wanted to enter it in the first place. I mean, enough said with Tesla, how well they're going, but the price of Tesla is just too high for me. I think it's very overinflated, but yeah, things like the ban of combustion vehicles in the UK by 2030, they want to be fully electric by 2040. A lot of other countries are following suit. So I do think that I'm very bullish on the EV space in general, and I think VMOTO was a good place to buy in. So I'm not too concerned that I'm about 20% down on VMOTO this year. I'm hopeful it's more of a 5 to 10 year plan. But just shortly, this is straight from their website. It's a global scooter manufacturing and distribution group, specializes in high quality electric powered two-wheel vehicles. There's also a three-wheeled vehicle actually, and manufacturing of a range of Western designed electric scooters from its wholly owned 3,000 square meter state-of-the-art facility in China. So as I said in the next bit, produced in China, combines low-cost Chinese manufacturing capabilities with European design and offers high performance and competitive products to international markets. So they are very good, very good. It only generally costs about $1 per 100 kilometers, so it's a lot cheaper than fuel. They don't have a lot of guts though, so keep that in mind. They're not very powerful. So that's going to probably not suit it too well for Australian markets, but might more well so be suited for places like Europe and China, where things are a bit more crammed in and you're not needing to go as fast places. The speed limits are lower in the CBDs and whatnot. We've just got the three main types of scooters they sell: the VS1, VS2, and the VS3. So there's the VS3 is that three-wheel one that I was talking about. Basically, it's a delivery vehicle. So whether you're doing, Uber Eats or that sort of stuff, you can chuck that on the back of the scooter, or even any other form of delivery. And then the VS1 and VS2, obviously just the two-wheel scooters. Yeah, again, max speed, especially on the VS2, pretty low, 45 kilometers per hour. So yeah, you're not buying a high powered engine here or anything like that. It is what it is. They are definitely rocketing in China, and they're pretty well exploding over the past few years in China, which is positive. Probably where the majority of the market's gonna see it go to. And then I've also just got a little graph here showing what's been going on. So you will see this little recent jump on the far right hand side. That was straight after earnings, which is positive that we had some positive earnings, and then the price as a result went up. quite often that's not the case. I was just chatting to a friend the other day about how bizarre sometimes you can have earnings that seem to blow estimates out of the sky, and yeah, the stock price will drop. But it's good that, yeah, this sort of followed trend. Very nice earnings, and as a result, the stock price has sort of recovered considerably. And we've seen this little. So I bought in around about here, I would guess, when it was sort of really rocketing up, and it's just dropped. I'm down about 17% personally. Not that that necessarily matters. You might find right now is a decent entry point if you like some of the things that I've been speaking about. But it is up long term. I think it's about 400% up since IPO, way back there. So it's sort of heading in the right direction, it seems. But yeah, this year hasn't been too good. It's probably one of my better penny stocks, if I'm going to be completely honest. And just a little few stats down the bottom here. PE ratio of 20.24, not too bad. Much better than something like Tesla, which is also in the EV space of in the hundreds and whatnot. So can't complain too much with that. So let's just have a look at the main reason for this video, and that's the earnings report. So just briefly summarizing what happened in the earnings. So it's profits taken off in the last 6 months, increasing 119% to a total of 4 million at the end of June. Very promising. Scooters manufacturers' revenue also accelerated over the 6-month period, rising 50% to 39 million. Sold plenty of units, 13,700 between January and June, with the majority of those scooters heading overseas. It ended the half year with 16.7 million in the bank, and cash flow is positive, which is positive. We're making money, not in debt. 16.7 million in the bank. So again, one of the main reasons I bought this in the first place was the financials were incredibly strong from what I could read. Although the share price isn't too attractive right now, it's still quite speculative. The fundamentals behind it, I believe, are quite strong. But have a look at that gear yourself. And they do have plans to further expand its distribution network in the second half of 2021. So shares in VMT are up around 20% since our earnings have just come out, and they're now operating at about 42 cents each. So who knows? It's given me hope, but I'm not too hopeful. So we will see. But yeah, have a think about VMOTO in the EV space, and let me know in the comments what you think, if you're invested in it or whether you're thinking about it. As always, do your own research. There's a bit more going on with it, so take a solid look, and yeah, stay well. Thanks, guys.